Now, I think regular show is better than Adventure Time, but I also think Gravity Falls clears both. That might be a hot take. I don't care. I love Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls clears both, and everybody was waiting on that season. Was it 3? What? Good, YouTube. It's your boy, Gerald. We back with another video. Today, we're reacting to Lost. Why did I say Lost? We're reacting to 2010's media. I'm not gonna lie, for me, myself personally, and I know a lot of my viewers, we were all born in like the early 2000s to the mid to late 2000s, so we really experienced 2010 media as like children, but I feel like that was the best time to be a child. I'm not gonna lie, being a child in Gen Z was just peak life. There were so many great shows, so many great books to read, even when niggas used to read books. There's so many great movies coming out, there's so many great games. Life was just great, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but real quick, y'all go ahead and like the video, subscribe, watch the last video I posted. I'm gonna put it right here, and follow the Twitch. I'm also put that right here. I'm probably not gonna put it there. And yeah, let's get into the video.
Every generation thinks they have the best movies, music, TV shows, and books. And as a member of Gen Z, let me just say that we definitely do. Let's start out with TV, and more specifically, cartoons. The hyper-ironic...
Oh yes, go ahead and get to peak. Get to peak. Get to peak.
Humor Gen Z is known for really just stems from the cartoons we grew up watching. I mean, the most popular cartoon of our childhood followed an anthropomorphic bird and raccoon working at a park with
trolling. Whoa, this nigga's not, no. Regular show's not the most popular cartoon we ever had. I'm like 1,000% sure Adventure Time is our most popular cartoon. Now, I think regular show is better than Adventure Time, but I also think Gravity Falls clears both. That might be a hot take. I don't care. I love Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls clears both, and everybody was waiting on that season. Was it 3? We were waiting on the season 3, or was it 4? I don't remember if they made 3 or 4 seasons, but point is, I don't remember if they made 2 or 3 seasons, but the point is, we were all waiting on Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls clears regular show. I'm gonna leave the light off for this video too, honestly. Don't want to break y'all immersion.
Gumball machine as a boss. It doesn't really get more random than that. Regular show really had a massive influence on Gen Z's humor. I mean, the amount of times me and my friends have said, "Oh," after something epic happens, it's gotta be in the hundreds.
We used to always do that at the lunch table.
Show. I mean, Phineas and Ferb is probably my favorite show of all time, up there with The Sopranos. While the animation and premise of the show makes it appear like it's meant for little kids.
Hold on. I know I paused a decent amount. Can we claim Avatar in Gen Z? Because technically Avatar came out in like 2007, and then Legend of Korra came out in like 2014 or 2012, 2011, one of those two. Can we claim Avatar, like Aang's Avatar story, as Gen Z? I mean, I'm gonna do it. I think we should claim it as Gen Z. It was made towards kids, so I'm gonna claim it in Gen Z. But it could the whatever generation before us, Gen X. Whatever generation before us, they can probably claim it. I don't know. Shit.
The writing and humor is so clever and witty that I enjoy the show more now at 20 years old than I did when I was a little kid. Other shows like Gravity Falls, The Amazing World of Gumball, and Adventure Time also helped mold the absurd and spontaneous identity, humor, and culture of our generation.
Falls is so peak, bro.
Now let's talk about music.
Oh yeah, niggas was dropping banger after banger.
Man, from 2014 to 2019, the amount of amazing music
Whoa. Why would you start in 2014? No. Go back to like 2010. Niggas was dropping bangers in 2010. Should I turn on the light? Y'all can hardly see my face. I'm gonna turn on the light. I didn't want to turn it on because I didn't want to break y'all immersion, but y'all can't see me. Niggas, he's stopping it in 2014. Go back to 2010, gang. Niggas was dropping bangers. Don't forget about MBDTF, my nigga. MBDTF is a classic. Watch the Throne is a classic. Come on now. Drake's Take Care is a classic. Come on now. I'm trying to think of all the albums. All the albums I was listening to back in the day. I mean, I was like 7 years old, so I can't really think of too much. But also, Get Lucky is so fire. I know that's the video he's putting up right here. Like, there's so many bangers.
Is astounding. Gen Z is obsessed with 2016, and I think a main reason for that is because so many great albums were released that year. Blonde, Starboy, Anti, Lemonade, Coloring Book, Black Star, The Life of Pablo, Untitled, Unmastered, Views, Awaken My Love. I mean, 2016 Uzi has basically become a mythical figure because of his consistency and output during that year. And I'm not saying—
oh my goodness, when that nigga Uzi was hungry back in the day, boy, what? I still remember listening to him back in 8th, 7th grade in the back of English class. The first time I ever heard Dark Queen, it was over Julio Jones football mixtape, my nigga. That was so fire. That was back
these
when
are necessarily
mixtapes used to be
Gen
peak.
Z albums, but usually the music that's the most important to you is the music that was released during your formative years. And I just gotta say, we low-key win. Like, yeah, I'll admit we didn't have Michael Jackson or Biggie or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but
Not
bro,
gonna
do you know
lie.
who we got? My man
Biggie low-key
Fetty
overrated.
Wap. Listen, I'm not even being ironic. Fetty Wap at his peak had the entire world in the palm of his hand. Bro, I know you remember
used to be the GOAT.
1738 and I got this sewed up. And he had other hits like My Way, RGF Island, and Again. Fetty Wap was really the king of writing hooks. I don't want to sound like too much of an old head, but modern pop music to me sounds like it's lacking creativity. Everyone kind of sounds the same and is trying to hop on trends, and when someone new does come with an original sound, it's shocking. I miss the days when
It's not even shocking. I feel like niggas who make like new sounds and stuff, they don't get as much exposure because people don't get it. People don't like what they don't understand. So if you do something that people can't comprehend, they just won't rock with it. But he's right though. People hop on trends. Like if you're doing something and you want you're doing something that requires like public backing, such as like being a music artist or being a streamer or a YouTuber or something like that, you're not gonna get traction until you start getting traction. That's literally the only way I could put it. Like you're not gonna see success until you start seeing success. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get obviously you're gonna be building up followers overnight, like a little bit. You're gonna be building, but you're not gonna see massive growth until you see massive growth. Like one person's gonna say it and then it snowballs. One person's gonna follow you and it snowballs into more people following you. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna start understanding what you're talking about and what you're doing once other people start doing it. Because niggas like to hop on trends. So if somebody says they like your music and they put somebody else onto your music, then that person's gonna tell a friend, who's gonna tell a friend, who's gonna tell a friend, and it just goes like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it works.
Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, and Frank Ocean were experimenting and pushing boundaries of their genres. And while these guys are still at the top of their game, the new artists to take their place just don't do it for me. I still remember I was in 8th grade when Igor dropped, and I was blown away. It was equal parts soul, pop, and hip hop. There was a complete narrative through the entire album. The music videos were beautiful. It was creativity at its peak. The greatest thing about this era of music—
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Can I be 100% and not get blackballed from life? Not that big of a Tyler fan. Not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not that he's cool. It's just sometimes his music be all over the place. And I know that's crazy coming from me, because if you watch my streams, I'd be all over the place too. So I kind of understand that. But I don't know, like it's not for me. It's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have that many. That's not to say I don't have Tyler songs in my playlist, but like I don't listen to Tyler every day. Really, I got to be in the mood to listen to Tyler, and I haven't listened to any of his like full albums through and through. Maybe one day we'll go through a Tyler album or something, and maybe y'all could put me on to that. But I don't know. Maybe, just maybe. I'm just not that big of a Tyler fan though. From where I stand currently, yeah.
Music was that there was something for everyone. There were plenty of pop radio hits. Hip hop was going through its second prime. New wave R&B was on the rise, and artists were starting to mature and find their own sound.
Oh my God, Black Ariana Grande was peak.
I couldn't be happier with the music Gen Z grew up with, and the same goes for video games. If there's one video game that would define our generation, it's
nice try, nigga. Nice try, nigga. We was not.
Obviously, Minecraft. I really don't know what to say about Minecraft that hasn't already been said. I still fondly remember the days of hopping in worlds with my friends and building roller coasters, mansions, and having full-scale battles. It was the perfect escape. Simple yet dense with content. Complete freedom. The same goes for Minecraft's equally pop.
Don't cancel me. Once again, I ain't never been on the Minecraft wave either.
Move this, man! man.
I know. I never played Minecraft like that for real. I don't know, bro. I'm just not. It just didn't. It didn't hit for me like it did for everybody else. Maybe it's because I got on it too late. Like when it first was peaking in like 2012, I was broke, nigga. I was 8 years old, nigga. Like I wasn't finna ask my parents. Like when I got new games, bro, it was only on my birthday or Christmas. And in my mind, I wasn't wasting my time of getting a new game. I wasn't wasting that on Minecraft. I was copping 2K. I was copping Madden. I was copping COD. I was copping Army of Two. I was copping Street Fighter. What? There's this big ass fly in my house. Get the fuck away from me. I was copping just peak other games, bro. I was copping the Wii. I was playing Wii Sports. Mario Kart, like a DS. I had a 3DS. Like I was not worried about Minecraft back in the day. I was just not on that train.
Wilder little brother, Roblox. There was really something for everyone in Roblox. Sports games, fashion games, tycoon games, mystery games. There was so much content and room for creativity and fun for a young mind. And I think we can all agree that sports games peaked during our childhood. 2K16 is probably my most played game of all time.
Ever.
It really is the perfect.
You know ball, bro. You know ball for real. Who made this video? Shout out to you, Rayodi. I don't even know how to say your name. Shout out to you, bro. You know ball for real. The fact that you mentioned 2K16, most people don't mention 2Ks in like sports games in these look backs, but 2K16 had the I swear you couldn't tell me 2K16 didn't have the world in its hands when it dropped. Swear to God, everybody was playing it. Maybe that's because that's what I followed back in the day. That was the only thing I knew on YouTube. Because when I first got on YouTube, I didn't know you could post like vlogs and stuff. Niggas, I was only watching gaming content. I didn't know you could post vlogs and reaction videos. I was watching niggas play 2K all day. Watching them play Madden. Like I was watching QJB, Chris Smooth, Pretty Boy Fredo. You know what I'm saying? Like Soluminati Flight was on the come up. I was watching a bunch of 2K niggas only. I didn't know anything about that, so I felt like 2K had it in the world in its hands. Swear to God, I love 2K, bro. I used to. 2K fell off now, bro. I can't play it for longer than 3 hours anymore. But back in the day, bro, I could spend a whole 24 hours on 2K. That's just how peak the gameplay was. The rep rewards was fun. Even the underlying issue, bro. My friends were just on the game. Like you gonna play a game if your friends are on the game, even if you don't necessarily like the game. Like that's the whole point of why I get on 2K25. My friends, that's the one game we all really share for real. So we gonna get on it, even if it's trash. We gonna play it. But now it's like there's no incentive for us to stay on the game because the rep rewards is trash, season rewards been garbage. And the gameplay is just even trasher. Like, if the gameplay was good and the rewards were trash, I would still play the game. But the rewards are trash, the gameplay is not good, so why am I on the game? Exactly. There's no reason for me to be on the game. There's no reason for me to be on that.
And bro, how can we forget those old FIFA soundtracks? I need to know now.
That's a banger.
Unfortunately, these days...
Hold on. You can't say sports game soundtracks and not mention 2K13, 2K11 through 19. Forget it. Even 2K18, that game was trash, but it had a fire soundtrack. I don't care. You can't mention soundtracks without mentioning 2K10 through 19, bro. Just peak. Even 20 was a fire soundtrack. Just throw 10 through 20, bro. Was just peak soundtrack. Peak soundtrack.
Sports games have been watered down to over-monetized, recycled slop held hostage by corporate overlords. But I still remember the days of try-harding on my park and having intense battles with my brother on Madden. We even witnessed mobile games like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale take over the zeitgeist of our generation. And of course, who can forget Flappy Bird? When it comes to Gen Z, I feel like I have to talk about books, and really
How are you not going to talk about... Oh, he didn't give a segment to the Wii, though. You gotta give a segment to the Wii. The Wii was so peak. What are you talking about? Bro, the Wii was the only game console where you, your grandma, your auntie, your mom, your uncle, nigga, your dog, your cousin was playing the Wii, bro. Everybody was trying to play Wii Sports. Every nigga was trying to play Wii Sports. You can't not mention the Wii, my dog. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Series, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't think there's ever been or ever will be another book series like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, this book series had a profound impact on the culture and humor of Gen Z. While most
1000%.
Children's books try to teach good values like honesty and hard work, Jeff Kinney throws all of that out of the window. Greg Heffley is cynical, self-serving, opportunistic, lies, cheats, and always tries to find a shortcut. Basically, Greg Heffley is the most honest children's book character we've ever seen. I think because Gen Z has always been hyper-aware, we reject overly righteous characters because we know they don't exist in real life. The people around us operate like Greg, and in many ways, so do we. He was a hilariously flawed character that rarely learned his lesson, and we couldn't get enough. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, Jeff Kinney gave us the respect of not talking down to us. The magic of those first 6 books will forever hold a special place in my heart. And clearly, I'm not the only one, with Diary of the Wimpy Kid still being relevant in meme culture till this day. There's an entire subculture of Diary of the Wimpy Kid fanfictions that range from extremely hilarious to downright depressing. And from time to time, I still read through this book series because it has a distinct comfort and charm that I can't find anywhere else. If we're gonna talk about Gen Z media, then it's only right that we talk about—
Whoa. How you gonna talk about books and not mention the counterpart to Diary of the Wimpy Kid? You gotta mention Dork Diaries. What? Why do I keep doing it? You can't mention Diary of the Wimpy Kid and not mention Dork Diaries. I don't care what nobody says. Dork Diaries was peak. Even as a nigga, I was a young nigga reading that with no shame. No shame. I don't care. Dork Diaries was fire. Really don't care. Even that, like Seekers, bro. You could have watched Seekers. Like you could have read Seekers. It was a book about bears traveling across a journey, dealing with spirits. That was pretty hard to me. Can't not mention Harry Potter. I didn't even like Harry Potter like that. You can't not mention like Lord of the Rings. Like, you gotta increase your range there, man. You got more. There's more in there that you need. Gotta throw more up in there.
Gen Z social media. While short-form apps like Vine and TikTok have been huge during our childhood, culturally nothing really comes close to YouTube. I'm genuinely glad I got to witness the old days of YouTube. The days of FNAF Let's Plays, OG phase, back when H3H3 was making hilarious commentary videos, Casey Neistat's daily vlog, the rise of animation channels. There was so much diverse content. But of all the great channels we grew up with, for me, one of them stands above the rest as the greatest.
That boy, every time Chris Move used to play that choir, I know all my niggas who was watching that was getting hype, because the choir gets you hype every time, nigga. I still remember in 2K13 when Chris Move packed Gold Allen Iverson.
The choir gets you hype every time. Don't hate, stop lying.
And that nigga was talking about, the choir gets you hype every time. Don't hate, stop lying. Nigga, come on, bro. That was peak life. Like, I was 9 years old listening to that. I was getting crunk in the build. Like, come on, bro. That was peak.
YouTuber of all time. A man who defined the humor for a generation of children.
Yo, what's up? My name is Ardizzle for Shizzle my nizzle off the hizzle.
Ryan Higa. It's really hard for me to put into words how much Ryan Higa's videos mean to me. He was literally the first YouTuber I ever watched. For the longest time, I thought YouTube was just a place for music videos, until one day my friend showed me Rustin Heber. It was an eye-opening moment. He was edgy, but also genuinely funny and made clever social commentary. I still distinctly remember the days in middle school of watching Dear Ryans on the bus ride home. He was truly one of the first personal brands on YouTube, and I think we all need to thank him for paving the way. So Ryan, I think there's only one thing left to say. And follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there once we hit 40,000 subscribers.
Okay. Well, hey man, that's a W video. Nice little calm video to get out to y'all boys. I just needed something calm because I didn't stream tonight. I know I was feeling sick, bro. I was feeling really down. I don't know. I went to the bathroom earlier before and my stomach was just turning and stuff. But y'all don't care about none of that. Anyways, y'all go ahead and like, subscribe. Comment who's the first YouTuber you ever watched. I just want to know. I just want to see something if you made it to this part of the video. Comment who's the first YouTuber you ever watched. Yeah. Anyways, see y'all niggas later. I love y'all.